Come on. Yep. I got one more. Yeah, buddy. Frick. Let's go. Oh, it's a Megadeth shirt? Yeah. Shit is. One more. Oh, yeah. What's going on, fellas? So I recorded everything, except for one set of rows. I guess I forgot to. And then the 3 sets of hammer curls at the end of my workout. I didn't record them. There's just a ton of people in front of the dumbbell rack, and so I just didn't even bother doing it. But there's something I want to talk about. I was talking about getting my blood work done today. Okay, so by the way, I consume way too much caffeine. I'm on like 800 milligrams of it right now, and it's all starting to wear off. I took it like 2.5, 3 hours ago, something like that. But I fasted this morning, because I had to get my blood work taken, and my blood work was, I had to drive 30 minutes, to, get it taken, and, I get there, and I'm fasted, you know, I drank like a cup of coffee. It had to be like black coffee, couldn't put any cream or sugar or anything in it, and then, I go in and I wait, and then my name's called. I sit down with the lady, and she starts talking to me, and she's like, that'll be, $70. And I'm like, I forgot to bring money. Normally that wouldn't be an issue. But I mentioned this before. My debit card in my bank account is frozen. This is the 3rd time it's been frozen in 3 weeks. I went to the bank last Friday. I sat down with them and I talked to them for like an hour. And they didn't even know. They didn't even know what the deal was. I mean, needless to say, I needed to just freaking cut to the chase and get a freaking credit card. Frick debit cards. People, your information is going to get out there. It's going to get leaked eventually. It's only a matter of time before it happens. So I guess whenever I want to get cash, I can't even use ATM. I have to walk into M&T Bank and be like, hey, and, fill out the little slip and be like, hey, I want, this much money. I have to do that until I figure out what the frick to do with this. So needless to say, I didn't get my blood work taken because I had no money. It's like, okay, well, that sucks, freaking I had to take the day off from work to get it taken. So, whatever. I'll just reschedule it for 2 weeks and hopefully they'll give me another day off in 2 weeks. That problem was I barely had any gas in my car. And I was like, okay, I'll just grab it after my blood work gets taken, So I go in, I figured out that I can't pay for it. You know what that means? I also can't pay for gas. My gas light's on. So thank God I Googled this. Thank God a Jeep Liberty, they can squeeze out 30 to 50 miles on reserve. And my gas light was on. I was using reserve. And I barely made it home, skin of my teeth. I had like $6. I had two $1 bills and freaking, and $5.50. I had $5.50. And then freaking $3.50 of quarters. So I barely made it home. I was like spazzing the whole way. And yeah, I got home. And I finally got to eat, drink some caffeine, hit up my boy Kaya, and he was like, yes. He was just, he just woke up, freaking, everything worked out perfectly, and we met up at Hercules and got a freaking great pull day in. He's dealing with like a back injury, so he had to go kind of light today. Still a very stellar workout, but tomorrow, oh, my ears itch. Tomorrow, him and I are going to meet up in the morning. He's going to join me for leg day at like 4:30 a.m. It's 12:47 p.m. right now. The goal is to just fall asleep by 7 or 8. It's freaking hot as frick in here. But yeah, so freaking, yeah, I just got to wind down till then. And then, tomorrow will be leg day. I know what I want to talk about. I say this every video. I appreciate all the love. I've been getting lots of comments lately, a lot more views. I've got a video that's like almost 1,100 views, and then the last couple videos are like, freaking 150, 300, 500 views. Freaking awesome. I've been getting comments talking about, specifically my squatting videos. People saying, I saw some guy said I lift my heels up. That's a good observation, brother. I do. I don't know why. I noticed in this area, like the front part of my hips, it feels like very tight. And yeah, it just feels like very tight, not flexible. I don't know why that is. I'm going to talk to my trainer Jay about that. We're going to get to the bottom of this. But yeah, I've noticed that. It's a weird habit. Thank you for pointing that out, brother. However, he did say drop the weight down to 225. It's like, okay, well, if I did that, I would be doing like 40 reps. If I were going to failure, I would end up doing like freaking 40 reps. So that's stupid, and I'm not doing that. I do appreciate you looking out for me, but that part I have to freaking hardly disagree on. It's honestly, guys, it's the paralysis. Eric Bugenhagen talks about it. It's the paralysis by analysis. People are gonna freaking tell you, drop the weight by like 200 pounds, completely strip your ego. Might as well just not have any fun at all. And it's like, but yeah, people say, drop the weight down. But I say, I want to have some freaking fun. I don't want to do freaking 40 reps of something. All right, maybe I will listen to your advice. Okay. Oh, should I do 225? Okay, bro, let me do that. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I haven't gained. Oh, I'm actually losing tons of muscle. But I'm listening to your advice at least, so that's good. Even though I'm losing tons of muscle, I'm losing strength. My body is freaking deteriorating because I'm losing so much muscle. You can't, no. I appreciate it, but no, brother. I'm sorry, but yeah. I have a trainer for a reason that I paid thousands of dollars for a reason. And this goes for you guys too. Don't listen to freaking, you these people on the internet. Everyone wants to point out the problem, okay? It's like, all right, brother, but help me find the solution. You know, we identified the problem. Let's find the solution. But in this case, I don't even see a problem, bro. You know, I lost 20 pounds and my squat's gone down like a little bit, but like not particularly a lot considering I just dropped freaking 20 pounds and freaking, you know, but yeah, man, I'm not making any changes to my squatting. If I did, I will lose strength, and that is bad advice. That's all I have to say. It's bad advice, and you can think it's good advice. You're inclined to think that. It's perfectly fine, but I know the way my body works. I know the way I train best, and I know the way to get results. And that, as far as I'm concerned, is not it. But yeah, you know, you got to freaking take these comments with a grain of salt, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I really got freaking deep into that, but it was something I want to address because I haven't had a lot, but I've had, you know, those comments here and there saying I should do this differently, I should do that differently. But no, I don't think I should make any changes. Unless, you know, make changes if what you're doing isn't working. But that, however, is not the case. Back to the blood work. I want to talk about that. And really the only thing there is to say about that is, you know, I told you guys, I'm going to be hopping on MPP, Masteron, higher dose of test. Not going to happen for another 2 weeks, fellas. It's my fault because I didn't bring $70 with me today. And I was having a full-on freaking breakdown, and the whole 30-minute drive back to my house, I was just like, come on, I'm not going to make it. We're going to run out of gas. I'm like, oh, great. You know, I'm going to have to be on a freaking Retta and be starving myself for another 2 weeks. Excuse me again. Ugh. Because the way I thought it was going to work out was, you know, I was going to get my blood work results. This clinic's very fast, Oswego Health. So I was going to get my blood work results most likely today or tomorrow. The plan was to, as soon as I get them, by all means, blast off tomorrow. Tomorrow's a pin day. My pin days are Wednesday and Saturday. And, you know, Retta, that's on Tuesday. That's different though. But yeah, so I was planning on pinning tomorrow and seeing, you know, the effects. I'm not sure how long it takes for MPP and Masteron. I've been on Masteron before. I don't remember how long it takes for it to kick in once you first start pinning it. I was going to assume, like, you know, 2 weeks, you know, within 2 weeks from now, seeing freaking phenomenal changes. But nope. Guess that's not happening. We're going to have to push it back for like another 2 weeks. So in a month, we'll start freaking seeing changes, assuming that my blood work is freaking healthy. So, you know, it's only more motivation to keep eating healthy, not straying off the diet, you know, staying disciplined when it comes to that type of stuff. Yeah, I just want to voice my frustrations about that. And I think I've said all there is to say about it. But yeah, I guess that's all I got. Yeah, I guess that's all I got for this video, guys. See you guys next video. I love you, and Jesus loves you. Peace out.